we want something so badly that we grab too hard at it, and pretty soon, it's not there anymore. Thoreau may have been happiest in the woods alone, surrounded by trees and animals, while he meditated on nature and wrote about nature and civil disobedience. But as Toastmasters, we have to be surrounded by people to accomplish our mission of learning to speak, having listening and leadership opportunities. We need people to give us evaluations for improvement. Toastmaster International charters clubs with a minimum of 20 members. 20 members seems to be the right number of people to have people around the table and still have people that are absent. We need a certain body of people to fulfill the roles that make us a club. At any given time, members don't renew their membership and drop off. They drop off for many reasons. They can move away and they can't get to the club. They can lose their job and they don't have money to afford the dues anymore. Or they cannot like us. They cannot like the direction of the board. They cannot like the learning format of the club. Jimmy Carter said when he was president that we must adapt to changing times while holding on to our basic principles. It's much more fruitful to get new members than to try to speculate why somebody left the club. New members bring new energy, they bring vitality, they bring ideas, they bring new entertainment value, something new to listen to. Toastmaster International has found that 4 out of 5 members that stay members after their first initial 6 months are members that were not recruited by a membership drive, but members that were recruited by positive word of mouth from current members. Current members have a responsibility to be recruiters. Each one of us has a responsibility to our club to bring new members in, and we can do it effortlessly. For example, we can practice our speeches in front of family and friends. So not only are we getting pre-evaluation before we come to give our speech to the group, but we're also showing others what we do. We can wear our pins, we can have our trophies and awards displayed so people can ask us, well, what's that about? And of course, we can read our Toastmasters magazine in public. We can show that we actually have a glossy learning tool, a monthly magazine, and when we're done with that magazine, we don't toss it into the recycling bin. We can put a sticker on it that says ad libs, tells what time we meet, and then we can leave it at our dentist's office, our doctor's office, or we can find a community college that has a lounge by their communications department and we can flop it there, and that magazine can be reused, and of course our ad lib's name is going to be out there. We can put on brown bags once a month, quarterly. Toastmasters website has many pages of 10-point tips. 10 points to get over your fear of speaking, 10 points to put a speech together quickly. Each one of their 10 points can be a brown bag session. So instead of telling people, join, 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 you're actually telling people, this is what we could give you if you were here every single week at a Toastmasters club. When people come to a Toastmasters club, they are a guest. That is the #1 thing that we as members have to remember. They're not a goal, they're not the little hatch mark on the chart that is going to get us Distinguished President's Award. No, they are a guest who has come to learn something about us. Dale Carnegie said, you can make more friends by spending 2 minutes listening to someone than you can spend in 2 hours telling them about yourself. It is very important to let the person that is a guest find out what they want from the club and not barrage them with join, join, join. I think most of us do not want to walk onto the lot of a used car lot in this economy because Used car salespeople right now are very hungry for a sale. They're very much wanting to get the next person to buy the lemon. George Carlin said, "I'm always afraid of the person that is smiling all the time, because that person is usually trying to sell me something that does not work." In Toastmasters, we have to be aware that hypocrisy stinks. You can smell it a mile away. That is why I want to ask people to really think about what they tell people when they come to a club as a guest. If you are totally selling the membership because you want to make the hatch mark on the chart, stop. Think about why you are a Toastmaster and what benefit it has given you. If it has given you a benefit, then it is a value that you can explain to someone else. I have often thought that the only people that can honestly recruit are those people who are paying their own dues, buying their own materials, and are here for the joy of the club and the learning experience. Too many times we get people that join clubs because it helps their performance review, it helps their resume, or it's something that they, quote, thought they had to do. One thing we have to do as a group is to be aware that there's a Buddhist poem that states, "Like the beautiful flower without a scent are words from the person that does not walk or talk." We have to be able to be here in this room as Toastmasters as often as possible. As Diane said, you can go on our website, and many people do, and they will look at how big the club is. And if they look and it says 27 members, and every time the guest comes, there's no more than 10 to 12 people around the table, that sends up a red flag. Why are not the members here? No one wants to associate with a loser. No one is going to join a club that appears to be half empty. Think about going at something too hard, and then think about where you should be going at something, not at trying to get someone into a club that maybe doesn't fit them, but go after the members you already have to make sure they're there doing a good presentation, so when the guest comes, they see the value of ad libs.